We need an answer choice that explains the method of reasoning deployed by the author of this argument. The author talks about one instrument here and then he talks about another instrument here. He draws an analogy between the two instruments involved and then reaches a conclusion about the second instrument here. So before moving into the answer choices, what should be our broad expectation from the correct answer choice? The broad expectation is that the author develops the argument by drawing analogy with something similar. Choice A does not talk about anything on the lines of drawing an analogy or showing similarity. This rather talks about contradicting evidences, which is not the case. Choice B also does not talk about any analogy. It rather talks about a fresh interpretation of an earlier evidence, which is not the case. Answer choice D talks about one design being based on the other design, which is not what the argument is about. The argument is not about one design being inspired by the other design. It's just about similarity in the two instruments under discussion, and therefore a certain conclusion being drawn. Choice D should be comfortably eliminated. Answer choice E has a lot wrong. The argument is not about differences. The argument is in fact about similarity, and it is not about European music versus Asian music. This is simply about two instruments being similar and therefore certain interpretation being drawn about the second instrument on the basis of the first instrument. Let's confirm answer choice C now. Answer choice C uses the buzz phrase that we have been looking for, drawing an analogy. And yes, answer choice C truly captures what the author is doing here. The author reaches a conclusion, this conclusion here, about an unknown phenomenon. What is this unknown phenomenon? This extinct Polish instrument, suka, this is the unknown phenomenon by drawing an analogy with a known phenomenon. What is this known phenomenon? This instrument, which is still under use, is a known phenomenon. Answer choice C hits the nail on its head. If you chose anything else, the question you must ask is, why did you eliminate answer choice C? Other answer choices can be confusing. GMAT does that to you sometimes. It gives very fancy answer choices and it is difficult sometimes to understand what is going on in some of the fancy sounding answer choices. The shortest route to the correct answer choice very often in these questions is identifying an answer choice that can simply not be eliminated. If you eliminated answer choice C, you must ask yourself why. C is the correct answer choice.